Welcome and good morning. I'm Amit Roy, your host in Winds News. It's terribly hot and humid. I want rain. Anyway, that's not the point. There's more other points to be worried that's because market is going down. Market is going down rapidly. What should be our strategy and how in this moment we should think about SEEP and compounding, etc., etc., etc. Can you do the average right now? Please like me and subscribe me and share my channel. Look, Iran and Israel conflict is an opportunity for me. Is an opportunity for me because it cannot go long term. It cannot go long term, in my view. Because look, it is all about oil politics. If the oil has shot up to $90, which is a little bit worrisome. But for some people, for some countries, oil is very important. Oil price over 60 rupees is very important to run the economy. So it is also possible this kind of attacks have some kind of economic design behind it, design or misadventure behind it. Iran, we have seen uh, Iran-Israel war. I'm not rightly discussing that because that is not in my control. I cannot do anything with that. They're bigger players. They will play as they want. We can protect our money. We can think about our own investment, you know, and how investment will grow, what kind of danger it poses right now. I will say any dip is not worrisome. Though Sensex has gone near 72,000, from 75,000, 3,000 down, but I don't think you should be worried right now. Because, in every dip, any share can move between 30 to 20%. So you should be already prepared for taking that kind of punch, if you may say that. Because unless you think about long term, if you think about long term, these pushes or punches are no meaning at all. If you believe in the stocks, if you believe in the business, if you believe in their management, so this kind of glitches are nothing. One should not be worried much. But if you have bad boards, bad stocks, and it's going down and down and down and down, it's like falling knife. I will only advise don't buy bad stocks. There is no democracy in stock market. Only good stock, chip stocks will do well. Only good business will do well. And beside, I must say one more thing. I have seen the Indian market for the last 30 years, and there are bad managements. There are bad managements. I will not name them right now, but you should be very careful. And I remember a few stocks I bought and which have no value even today. Even everybody gets slapped. I'm not champion. I got slapped as well. I burned my finger buying bad stocks. So I'm telling you, don't buy bad stocks. Today, you can see a lot of IPOs coming with high prices. Do you know about them? Who are they? Who are these people? Just people are buying, because if you are buying, you should be ready to feel the consequence, face the consequences. Anyway, that is not the point. Let's think about few stocks. Those will do very very well. One stock is coming into my mind is ITC. I'm not recommending anybody to buy. This is my feelings. I'm just sharing it. So I would think that it go very grow in a very robust way. So this is one place one should keep an eye on it. You know, it is doing so well, and there was a skirmish between themselves and bad British American Tobacco. But British American Tobacco knows the potential of Indian market. They cannot ignore that. British American Tobacco was trying to sell the stocks, putting some sort of pressure, and that didn't last. So that stock was bouncing back, and a lot of people are saying it would do well. This is my. I'm not saying I'm not a telling us to buy any stocks. I say my own feelings from my own portfolio, etc. Anyway, this is the point. Now look how Compounding works. This has to be understood. Compounding is very important. Power of retention. Power of retention. So if you have power of retention, if you buy good stocks, believe in that business, you must know in and out of that business. I must say you know, you must think I'm not buying a stock. I'm buying a good business. This is my business. I always buy, though my holding is very small, but still I buy product from my own company. I believe it's my company. I suggest a lot of things to a lot of managements, and sometimes they pay heed to that. I spoke out a lot of things in shareholders meeting, shouted, and sometimes I saw it works. So I was just telling other day, a few years ago, that your sales department doesn't work. An ITC meeting, and the ITC took that thing very sharply, and after that they improved their distribution and all. So a lot of companies do not work on their sales team very well. So this kind of things shareholders must address and inform companies that, look, I'm a shareholder company, I have got this information that your sales team is not doing well in these areas. Your distributors are not keeping your stock. So this kind of thing, you should do that also. Anyway, that is another thing. But coming to compounding, in compounding is a very big power. Very, very big power. If you, it's growing, after five years, it's said to be being double. But let's assume it's growing in 7.5% or 8%. Even then, you'll do very well if you stock compound. If you have just giving you 1,500, 1,600 rupees putting in your account, buying stocks, that can become very phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's not big money. We used to buy cigarettes every day, 30 rupees, 40. Don't smoke. Save that money. My father used to smoke in those days, 100 rupees, 10 packs of cigarette, his fingers become yellow. And he didn't buy stocks. He could have saved a lot of money. He could have saved a lot of money from cigarettes only. Don't do this kind of rubbish, bad habits. Cut all your bad habits. Keep that money, into an account or somewhere and buy stocks every month. See, that's systematic investment plan. Now coming to compounding, you see, it has an immense power. It's immense power. In America, Manhattan was sold for $24. $24 to Dutch by American Indians. Today, that money has become so many trillion, bigger than American, entire economy in 16 something. Not 400 years, $20 it's become huge. Some 50, 60 trillion or 70 trillion. So imagine the power of compounding. This is the power of compounding, So you can imagine like that. You see, your 1 lakh will become 2 lakh, and then 5 lakh, 20 lakh, 1 crore. It is not very difficult to reach 1 crore. It's not difficult. You must start early. Even if you start late, you can still reach that kind of figure. No problem. If you don't do that, it's your fault. It's not market's fault. It's your fault. You didn't start. You have no good stocks. Number two, one more thing I'm saying. When you buy stocks, you must buy good stocks and see fundamentals. Fundamentals. You don't do this kind of things with chart and all. Chart is a very temporary thing. It might work, it might not work, but fundamentals will always work for you. If you have a good fundamental, your stock will do well. You see who is in the board, how the sales figures are. That's very important. You must know a little bit of profit and loss account, cash flow statement, asset and liability. Little bit anybody can do that. In Google you can search, you can find out. So find out 5-6 years, dividend paying output. These kind of things you just see, and how the company's sales is growing or not. What is the potential? You can find out everything. ROE, etc., etc. This can also be, we have discussed in other, I will discuss again in some of my videos. But basic thing, you must follow this kind of thing. My father was a chairman of a company, but he never bothered much to go through the balance sheet. So that's another irony is cigarette smoking habit. You know, his company, went bankrupt because he didn't follow balance sheet. He did not try to understand a lot of things because my grandfather made that. So my father was a princeling. Therefore, he thought everything will be hunky dory. You have to solve. You have to find out. Don't depend on others' information. You, if your education, you prepare yourself 2 4 3 years. Play cricket one day. Don't play one day. Play, 1 run, 2 runs, and stay in the wicket. Be present in the market. If you are present in the market, and if you keep on investing, systematic investment plan, definitely you will make lots of money. Oh yeah, this is my humble submission for you today. Don't be afraid. These are any dip is an opportunity. You see all these dips, all the dips have come back. Nikkei has also already gone down because they are dependent on oil, and India is also dependent on oil. And in the election is coming, I will do an episode on election and stock market. Thank you very much for patient hearing. Please like me and subscribe me. Please share me. Best wishes, and thank you again.